In this video, I am going to begin to cover vision. We'll begin, of course, with why it's so important. And then as we go along, we'll go through what the vision blurs are and how to go ahead and create a vision that will give you the guidance and direction and the energy and the focus to create a fantastic business that supports your life. So let's get started. As I just said, this session is my intention that you walk away with a strong understanding that having a clear, compelling vision is everything. It is what you need to remain focused and energized through the bumps and bruises of creating a great business. So if you don't know where you're going, of course, any road will take you there. And I just want you to imagine if you wake up one day and realize you're living someone else's life. It isn't yours. You think it's yours when you start doing it, but it's really not yours. It's all of the imposed values and other people and societal input that we believe those things are important. And then you wake up one day and you realize that it wasn't really you at all. It was all of the conditioned and the outside conditioning and outside pressures that created this this version of who you are. And I've done this. And I had a multi-million-dollar business, and I got to the top of the ladder and realized that I was nowhere near living my life my way. And it was a devastating experience, and it destroyed many areas of my life. I'm telling you, this is a very important session, and I don't want you to underestimate the power of having a clear, compelling vision that is yours based on your values, not someone else's. It's also important to understand that a true vision, what's really resonating from within you, is not something you make up. It's something that you are. It's not all yachts and islands and beaches and wealth. It's something, as I said, that lives inside of you. And we talked about this when we discussed values, that it requires no external motivation. You'll be driven from within, not requiring outside influences. And when you hit something that is a struggle, you'll have the inner drive and the inner fortitude to continue moving forward because you have this clear and compelling and magnetic future drawing you forward. So it's very powerful. It's also important to realize your true vision is not something in the future, in the distance. It's already here and now, but we only need to uncover the shadows and the coverings that are keeping it hidden from us. And sometimes this is a scary process. It's like a car radio, and I'm sure you've heard this analogy before. The music is all around us, or the news radio, whatever you want to hear, it's already there. All of the vibrations and the frequencies are there. All you need to do is turn your dial and tune your radio to the music that you want to hear. And it's the same thing with your vision. Your vision is already playing within you. It's covered up. It's hidden in plain sight. All you need to do is to tune into it, which is what we're going to do. As I just said, your vision is announcing itself. It's all around you, but conditioning and social conditioning and learning and imposed values, all of those things are keeping it hidden from you, but it's in there. You'll find it. And I want you to be aware that many of us avoid creating a vision. We equate vision to goals. We've tried doing goals before, they didn't work out, and we don't want to let ourselves down again. There are 6 or 7 vision blurs, things that keep you from seeing your vision. We're going to cover them in coming videos. And it's okay. It's I don't want to say normal. It's common to not be able to see your vision. And most people struggle with this, and they have trouble tapping into and articulating their vision clearly, but we're going to work on that. And it's an ongoing process, by the way. It's not one and done. So stay with me here. As I said, condition keeps you from sensing it clearly, and we'll uncover those blind spots. As I've mentioned in the introductory videos, none of this are new ideas from myself. Some are adaptations because I've had many experiences personally. I've already mentioned that. And I've also coached many people, and I've I'm beginning to get a very clear sense of what it takes to create a vision and unlocking and unleashing that from within. But some of this is based on Dr. Michael Beckwith and Derek Rydell, and actually they're kind of connected, and it works very nicely. So why is it envision? How you spend your time is the difference between creating the life you want and unintentionally building a trap for yourself in the pursuit of the freedom you desire. And this was a quote from Britt Bolnick. And that's exactly what I was talking about. I unintentionally built a trap for myself. And when I woke up and looked around, I realized what I had created was actually keeping me living a life that wasn't truly mine. And it was a wide awakening, and I hope to protect you from yourself through the sessions that we're going to do now. Vision's important. If you want to make more money, you need a clear, compelling vision, because it's like the rocket fuel that we've already talked about. Knowing what it is you're really called to create and who you are called to be can make you very unstoppable. And again, your drive will come intrinsically rather than extrinsically. Vision impacts your relationships. When you don't know your values and your vision, you don't know who you really are and what you stand for. And you'll attract people that either don't respect or appreciate you. Have you had that happen? Or don't inspire you. And remember that others treat us based on how we think about ourselves and treat ourselves. And we treat ourselves based on what we know about ourselves. And this has been the foundation of everything I teach. So therefore, when you have a clear vision that is based on your values, not imposed values, you will begin to attract and develop relationships that are so much more connected to who you really are. They'll be more respectful, they'll be more loving, and you'll be much more inspired. You'll live a much more inspired life. So this is really, really important. For example, some of you may need new or better clients. Some of you may need better employees or salespeople or whatever it is that you do. You begin to attract people that resonate at your level of vision and values. So they join you when your vision, your intentions, and theirs match. They resonate, they feel right, and you'll attract people that are living their vision and are being called, or want to live their vision, is probably a better way to put it, and they're being called into your space. They'll feel some kind of an attraction to you to be part of your vision. So from my perspective, having a clear and compelling vision is not just a nice idea. It's not just some self-help cliche. It really is the most important foundational thing you can do to create a life worth living and that serves you and your lifestyle and your loved ones the way you really intend to live, rather than being subject to the whims of the environment around you. This is really important. The vision, and this is where I went wrong, right? The vision you dream up based on your ego's desires or fears to avoid the fears and the pain, or cultural conditioning, can be dangerous at worst or unfulfilling at best. Even many people live lives of quiet desperation, as the quote goes. That's because they don't have a clear, fulfilling vision driving them forward. And you may reach a level of success and get stuck there. And then later in years, and I coach many people at this point, there has to be something else, is the sense that comes up. I'm hopefully letting you see that you don't want that to happen to you, do you? When your vision is based on parental fantasy, peer pressure, societal condition, you end up twisting and contorting yourself to fit into some mold that really doesn't fit who you really are. And you end up climbing a ladder, turns out to be leaning up against the wrong wall, and you'll make all kinds of sacrifices of health, wealth, love, and even your spirit for something that in the end doesn't really matter to you. And it's just an empty feeling. So let's flip it the other way. What are the benefits, right? Clarity of direction. Your decisions will be easier. What to buy, not buy, what to learn, not learn, all becomes very clear. How to invest your money, all decisions become so much easier because you have clarity of direction. Balance, because you're looking at a holistic view of how your business serves your life and how your health and your relationships, when it all fits together in an integrated way, you have more balance. Now, there's no such thing as perfect balance, and there are times when the pendulum will swing. You'll have to put more effort into your business, so forth. That's not what we're talking about. But you'll have a holistic view of your life. Your purpose. You will have purpose, and you will live on purpose. And it answers the question why you're doing what you do, and it'll be very clear to you. And we already mentioned that your decisions will be clear. You filter everything through your vision and your values, and your perceptions and your decisions and your actions will be very, very integrated. And those are the only things we can control, which we've said many, many times. Also, guides your focus and attention. What you focus on is where your energy goes. If you don't have a focus, your energy gets scattered, right? Anybody feeling like they're scattered? If so, this will help tremendously. A clear vision leads to powerful strategies, and under those are goals, and under those are tactics. And so your actions and your tasks are much more effective and powerful. And again, support your values. You're living your life your way, as opposed to living the dreams others may have imposed upon you. And I know some of this is repetitive, but I hope it gets through, right? Here's where it really makes a difference too. You'll stand out. You are number one at being you. Remember, I believe clarity of self-knowledge. And I say, be you, be willing, and be free. Well, when you're clear on your vision, you are number one at being you, instead of being number two at being someone else, okay? You are inspiring. Others will seek you out. They'll begin to see how much happier you are, how much more effective you are, how much more empowered you are. So you'll begin to attract others. And you are a clear leader and communicator with confidence, and people will follow you. You're attractive. You attract the support. You are attractive. We'll try this again. You are attractive to the support and challenges you require to build your business to serve your life and lifestyle. Remember the pendulum, that the greatest growth and gains happen at the intersection of support and challenges. When you have a clear, compelling vision, you will spend more of your time at that point, which is inspiring and motivating, as opposed to being at the extremes when you're feeling off balance. So that is the other reason. I went very quickly. I repeated many things over and over again. I hope they resonate with you as we go through the how to create a vision and what keeps us from having a vision. But if you have any questions, jot them down, of course. Ask questions through Voxer. If something strikes you in a spur of a moment, be sure to just jump on Voxer and leave me a message, and I'll get back to you, and the group will benefit. And be sure to bring them to the next clarification and reinforcement session. That is where we can really dig into these things and begin to share different perspectives. All right. Thank you for listening. I look forward to going on to the next session.